you don't need to be qualified. You don't need to be so pure, or you should, how you call, you have to be siddha or something, so much meditations you are doing and everything, and then you are connecting for help. It's not like that. Today as it is, the way you are right now, you can call for their help and they will help you. Right? Because they see our strengths, they do not focus on our shortcomings or our weaknesses. Okay? And they love us unconditionally. So anybody who will ask for help will be guided. But why if I know that I need them and they are there to help, why can't they help me if I don't ask for help? That question still remains unanswered. Yes. You are closer to the answer. Permission. Okay. So naturally if I ask, then it will come. But what is the root cause? Why they cannot help us unless we ask for help? Sorry. Then they should come irrespective of whether I'm asking for help or not. I agree, they are very compassionate. There's something called free will. Okay? God, when He gave us life, He gave us free will. The ability to live our life the way we want to. So when people say that, you're destined to be this is going to happen no matter what you do, I do not agree with it at all. See, your broad project or destination is fixed when you incarnate. It's like if you want to travel from Mumbai to Goa, right? That's your journey. That's your journey in this life. But how do you go from Mumbai to Goa? Do you go by a plane? Do you go by a train, or do you go by a road? How are you going to travel, and how are you going to reach your destination? That's up to you. Okay, on that journey, how many halts are you going to take? How many people are you going to meet? Are you going to take somebody else also with you? That's not decided. So that's when we say that we do create our own destiny. We have always got a choice. When people say, I don't have a choice, I have to do this. Understand, you always have a choice in life. It's only that you need courage to execute that choice. Everybody over here has a choice to live the life they want to. But do you have the courage? It's only when you have courage to follow your dreams, do the dreams materialize, and do you get them. Okay, so if you don't have the courage, don't crib that my life is not what I want it to be, because you don't have the courage to follow it. Right? Having said that, angels respect our free will. They want us to grow, like you said. They want us to make our mistakes. Because if they were supposed to do everything for us, then we would do nothing. And we need to have our own journey as well, because we have come here to learn certain things, to correct our karmas, to balance our karmas. And there are certain lessons that we need to learn. If somebody is always going to do your work for you, then obviously there's no point in being here. Right? Then if they are not going to do my work, then why should I call them? Like I just said, they'll come into my life, but they're not going to do my work. So why should I call them? Why should I call them? Yes, you call them for guidance. Yes. See, when you call upon angels, angels will show you the path. They will help you with the solutions. Okay. They will open doors of opportunities for you. Okay. but the action has to be taken by you. They will not do your karma for you. So if you want a good job and you're applying for it, you will get calls from 5 companies, but to go there and give your best shot is your karma, right? So they give you all, I would like to call them facilitators. They will facilitate a lot of things for you, but the karma has to be still done by you. They will make life positive for you. They will make things happen for you. They will guide you. If you're doing something wrong, they will intervene and tell you that this is not right. So they'll always make sure that you are karmically conscious, because everything boils down to karma. Nobody can escape karma. But yes, when you let angels come into your life, the intensity of your negative karma, the impact is reduced. It's like if you were going to go to prison for 10 years, now you will just have to go for 5 years, right? Because you will, to offset your negative karma, they will inspire you to do lots of good karma. So it's like your bank account. Lots of deposits, less withdrawals, then your balance, the net balance becomes a bigger amount. So naturally the impact will be less. I'm not saying you can escape your negative karma, nobody can. Okay, but yes, the intensity of that negative karma will be much lesser. Okay. So now I'm saying I can call angels, I can connect with them. But how do I call angels? How do I call angels? Yeah, you can pray to them. What else? What else can we do? Yeah. I'm sorry, you don't use that ever.
What is that?
I will clarify what is that, but I'll touch base on that. I'll clarify what it is and why you shouldn't be using it also. Yeah. So, but for calling angels, how do I call them? I don't need a planchette to call in an angel. Any meditation, any method, any technique? What do you feel? Okay. No idea? Anybody else? How would you call your friend? How would you call your friend? Exactly. Now, do angels have a cell phone? No. So you connect them through your thoughts. Exactly. You say, please help me. That's it. You don't need to meditate. You don't need to fast. You don't need to do anything of that sort. You just need to call them and they'll be there to help you. Okay. But you should have the faith in them to be able to change your life, to be able to help you. Okay, but having said that, faith comes only when you have proof. Okay, you may attend a very good lecture, you may attend a very good workshop. Oh, angels are very good, angels are these, angels are that. But when will you really have faith? When will you really have faith? Yes, experience. Experience in terms of exactly. So do you think angels give us evidence? They give us proof that they are listening to us, they are with us right now. Yeah, that's it. That can also be because of your good karma. Okay, because you have already paid for your bad karma, so now you are ready to enjoy the benefits of your good karma. Yes, because angels are there, good things are happening, I agree, but that's not the only proof. I want a very, 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 I would say foolproof proof, I would say like that yes, they are there. Hmm.
And by coincidence you get that.
There is no coincidence in life. Please understand. Coincidence can happen once, coincidence can happen twice, coincidence cannot happen every day. Please understand, this is what we think usually, you know, when we try to connect spiritually, we have a conscious mind which we call our ego mind. Okay? The conscious mind will always try to tell you, you are imagining this. This is not what is happening.
Why I say, suppose you suddenly decide you want this white color particular car, you have chosen, and from that day you go on the road, and suddenly you will find that.
I'll touch base on that. Why you? That's not a coincidence. That's law of attraction in operation. That's law of attraction. What you think about is what you attract. See, understand why we always resonate with these beings. These beings are of energy. Why? We are humans. We have got physical bodies. Why should we be attracted to energies? Why should energies affect us? Tell me that. Any kind of healing that we learn about, with Reiki, pranic healing, or anything, Theta, whatever. Why do we connect with energies so well? Have you ever thought about that? Why do we connect so well to energies? Pardon? Exactly. All of us think that we are this person. If I say I'm Preeti Mehta and this is Preeti Mehta, I'm sitting here and giving a spiritual lecture. Okay, we all think fundamentally that we are physical beings having a spiritual experience. Whereas the truth is, you are spirits, you are souls, you are pure energy form who's having a human experience, a physical experience. Okay, this life is just a training session. It's just an assignment that you have taken. You have come here to learn certain things, and that's it. When it's over, you're going back home. And the home is in the spirit world. Similarly, like you said, when I want a white car, why do I keep seeing the white car? What happens here is the law of attraction. That's one of the biggest universal laws. It's a great law for a manifestation of your desires. What you think and you focus on is what will be attracted towards you, which will gravitate towards you. If I think that yes, I am good, I am helping people, people are coming to